When it first happened, when I first got hit, it didn't hurt.
Now, he was wounded in Fallujah, one of the most intense battles in Iraq. Turns out he is from right here. News 4 went to Iraq to show you some of the many San Antonians hard at work there right now, what they're doing and how they're dealing with it 7,000 miles from home. Well, tonight, a young man's story and his message about those serving in Iraq.
We had pushed up to our objective in Fallujah, inside the city, and we had set up inside a building, and we were requesting to push forward to a taller building.
Chris Clinkscales from Alamo Heights is an Army sniper, so in the grinding street fight of Fallujah, he was working to get up higher and closer to get a better shot when it happened.
A rocket came down and punched through the roof of a building and came out the wall of it and landed in the courtyard about 20 feet in front of us and detonated. And it was pretty loud.
Shrapnel tore into Clinkscales' finger and arm.
And as I went to take my glove off, the blood started running down my hand.
How you feeling?
Give me some all right.
So he wound up here in one of the biggest U.S. military hospitals in Iraq.
You're walking, so that's a good thing.
And he found himself surrounded by 160 San Antonians. That's 2/3 of the entire staff here.
And let's take a knife and open this widely. So this young guy is a real nice young man from Alamo Heights. I'm a military orthopedic surgeon, so I can't afford to live there.
Wilford Hall's Lieutenant Colonel Mark Richardson is a little surprised, not only that Clinkscales is another hometown boy, but that he doesn't seem to be in more pain.
So he looks like he's got an early compartment syndrome, but he sure didn't act like it. That's supposed to be very painful. Look at those veins bleed, man. That's...
In under an hour, it's almost over, at least for now. They stop after digging out several big blood clots and one small piece of shrapnel.
And that's how tiny that was.
But they're afraid there's more.
It's amazing how these fragments can start in some places and end up in other places, and the damage they can do inside to vital structures.
Worried about infection and possible long-term damage, doctors decide more surgery will have to wait.
These guys are doing a great job over here, and it really is a privilege to take care of them.
And that means Chris will have to leave Iraq for hospitals a little closer to home, where there's room for all the injured to actually rest and recuperate.
He'll be back in, probably back in Germany, getting another surgery either tomorrow or the next day.
But first,
You could turn the answering machine off?
still groggy from surgery, a call home to Mom.
Why?
And some thoughts about the friends in his unit he may or may not return to.
You rely on a lot of your friends to pull you through it, and so you just do the best you can. I mean, you try not to think too much about home. You get homesick, but it's just a whole other culture out here.
A culture this Alamo Heights sniper is leaving behind, now on his way to Germany.
I just hope everyone gives a lot of these guys the respect that they deserve for the things they've been doing out here, and tries to put try to put your own personal opinions behind. Because there's a lot of guys out here laid up who they put a lot on the line out there, and they deserve a lot of people's, they deserve everybody's respect for what they've been doing out here. It's a tough job, and sometimes it happens. And there's a lot of guys out here who are a lot worse than me that are they're real tough guys. And it's an honor to serve with them.
But that's hardly the end of Chris Clinkscales' story. First, you may have seen him on cable news as a kind of star of a news conference at that hospital in Germany.
Once the fight started, it got pretty chaotic in there. They were willing to fight to the death.
There's my baby right there. See how handsome he is?
That is one worried but excited mom back home. Now, we showed her that tape that we shot of Chris in Iraq. We'll have her reaction there. But also, we're going to have the emotional story of their reunion this Thanksgiving week. We'll have that story tomorrow night at 10, only right here on 4. You can also check out our website for more of our interviews, all the reports, slideshow, and a blog where you can share your thoughts and feelings, reactions. You can also email me at randybeamer@WOAI.com.